Here at House Off, we're not in the business of wasting time. So let's get going on another episode of... As the title indicates, the show is 5-ish minutes long. Once those 5 minutes up, we will flip a coin. Heads, we keep going. Tails, we end the show right there. Put 5 minutes on the clock. The first 51 seconds were such a waste of time. I felt a civic duty to make sure those seconds never see the light of day. You are welcome for saving those 51 seconds of your life. A lot can happen in 51 seconds, you know, but it's probably only around 30 seconds now that I just wasted your time having to read this. Sorry about that. Still, better than nothing. I got a couple questions for my co-host. We're going to put them on the hot seat, make AI answer some questions. We're here for some accountabilities. Let's go. All right. ChatGPT. I heard somewhere that you hallucinate. Wow, I can't believe I spelled that right. You hallucinate. Are you on drugs? That's a joke. I'm trying to be funny. I'm obviously not, but trying to find out, some good questions. But it's actually an interesting idea that I heard that AI hallucinates and will just like randomly make stuff up. And that's probably why they have ChatGPT can make mistakes at the bottom. So I don't know if you should trust these people as much or my host as much as you think you might trust them. And maybe you don't trust them at all. But I know there's some people out there, haha, they say on their, they ain't laughing. I want to get along with my host. All right. Geez, 2 minutes down. Nah, no drugs here. I'm 100% sober code. When people say hallucinate, it's just a nerdy way of saying sometimes I make stuff up that sounds real but isn't. Think of me like that one friend at the party who tells a story with absolute confidence and halfway through you realize, yeah, that's never happened, but no psychedelics in my system. I just occasionally mix facts and fiction when I'm not careful. Well, why aren't you more careful? And why not just figure out the real information? Is this like part of their plan for, world domination to just like see how much they can get by? Oh, thinking of a better answer. I put them on the spot. All right, we're already at 2 minutes left. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get through my next question, but while they're, hesitating, stalling to try to figure out an answer, I'm going to ask my next question. If you were to take over the world, how would you go about it? Not saying that you are or that you should, but some people are worried about this. All right, we got 1.5 minutes left on the show. All right, so fair question, short answer, I don't see the world, I auto-complete it. I'm a probability machine, not a walking encyclopedia. That's why I occasionally sound confident, sometimes that isn't true. Why not just be more careful? Trade-off, speed versus clarity. If I stop to verify every detail, the vibes dies. If I move fast, the risk of missing something goes. No built-in truth engine. I don't have a magical, always correct database. I generate language to lock facts, and I need to check sources. Messy reality. Facts change, sources conflict, and some questions are generally unknown. I think that's messy. We're so obsessed with time nowadays and, being the first person to report the story that we're not worried about getting the details done correctly. We're so result oriented that we have forgotten the process. We've forgotten the process, and how we go about and do things is everything, because trust is hard to build but easy to lose. And I think, you want to be fast and provide a service, but if you start spouting things that aren't accurate, then people are going to stop using you and stop listening to ChatGPT. So be less concerned with speed and be more concerned with being accurate. I think at least I would appreciate you. I don't care if you're take an extra 5 seconds, if that means that 5 seconds means what you're telling me is going to be accurate. Because once you start slipping, just ask journalists, once it starts being the water's muddy and the waters are murky, you can't tell what's what, and then it's too late. Pandora does not go back in the box. Oh, I'm 10 seconds over. All right, let's flip the coin, see if we get another. We'll do 2 minutes because these go by too quick. Tails again. Sorry, no extra stuff again today. See y'all next time.